Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you are fine. So please support me and like and subscribe to my channel. In this part, then Ives saying to Lily, "Oh, by the way, the poison inside your body has been all removed, and we have known the real culprit is Demon, not one of the House Windsor. So, you can throw away the wheelchair and get on your feet at any time, if you like." Lily replied to him, "That I still want to sit on the wheelchair." Ives surprised and asked to her, "Oh, why? If I continue to sit on the wheelchair, everyone else will still take me as a cripple, and lower his guard in front of me. Maybe, I can do you and Baron huge help in the future." Ives saying to her, "But, it will be too suffering for you." Lily replied to Ives, "That it's not." Ives say, "Thank you." Then Ives saying to her, "That everyone, be quick." They almost reach the front hall. No one can escape from severe punishment, if we irritate them. Seems some honored guests here. Let's go have a look. Lily replied to him, "Okay." Everyone reach in front of hall and after some time 3 people riding on the horse reached there. One guy got off the horse, this guy name is Heng Windsor, young master of the House of Windsor. He saying to Elder Master, "Greetinges, uncle." Elder Master saying to Heng Windsor, "That we don't know your arrival. Please forgive us for not greeting you the moment you arrived." Heng Windsor replied to him, "That it doesn't matter. I came to visit you without informing beforehand, so it's all my fault." Then Heng Windsor seeing toward Elizabeth and asked, "This is, Elizabeth." Elizabeth saying to Heng Windsor, "Greetings, my young master." Heng Windsor replied to her that you don't have to be so polite. "Do you still remember it? 6 years ago, I lived here for some days, when you were just as tall as this. Never thought you would grow into such a beautiful young lady." Elizabeth remained silent. Then Elder Master asked to Heng Windsor, "Young master, what are you here for?" Heng Windsor replied to Supreme Elder, "Actually, I came here for nothing important. I am just tired of the life in housing, so I went out alone to breathe some fresh air." Elizabeth saying to Heng Windsor, "Hypocritical, all people know that anyone who comes to the Ning city at this time is for the ancient heavenly connection tomb." Heng Windsor say, "Elizabeth." And then laugh, "Ha ha ha ha." Partially because of this. Supreme Elder saying to Heng Windsor, "Young master, you must be very tired after such a long journey. How about going inside to have some rest?" Heng replied, "Good." Ives and Lily looking towards them. Ives asked to Lily, "Who is that?" Lily replied to him, "That he is the young master of the main house of Windsor. There are altogether 10 or 50 branch houses. They are spread out in the capital of every state. The House Windsor is just one of these branch houses. The young master of the main house enjoy a very high position." Ives saying to Lily, "That oh." But judging from the expression on the Elizabeth face, it seems that relations between the House Windsor and the main house are not harmonious. Lily saying to Ives, "That you guessed it right. The main house always assign various missions to branch houses. Some days ago, to enter the ice snow mountains, the main house called together disciples of the branch houses. Our branch house sent 6 disciples there, but they haven't returned yet. Inevitably, we feel some resentment towards them. My father and mother were called to join the Battle of Muya, and eventually died in an alien place. The Battle of Muya, never thought there would be such a grudge between them." Then Ives saying to Lily, "Let's go inside to have a look." Lily replied to him, "That you meant the main hall." Ives say, "Yeah, what's wrong?" Lily was upset and saying to Ives that I am afraid. It's not appropriate. After all, we are not in the enough high position to enter there. Ives replying to her, "That oh, you are just worrying about this. Don't worry, let me being you inside." Then Lily, saying to Ives, "That only the most important members of our house are qualified to enter the main hall." Ives replied to her, "That don't worry, with me by your side. Nobody can stop you. My identity is special now." After that, Ives bring Lily towards the main hall. When they enter in the main hall, Elizabeth seeing towards Lily and Ives, and thinking that Ives, "You big bastard, why does he hang out with Lily again?" Baron asked them, "Ives, Lily, why are you 2 here?" At that moment Heng Windsor seeing the Lily and asked, "That is this sister Lily?" Lily replied to him, "Yes, greetings, young master." Then Heng asked about Ives and say, "Who is he?" Supreme Elder replied to Heng, "That this is Ives Windsor. He is a disciple of our house." Then Heng Windsor asked to Supreme Elder, "Oh, why didn't I see him before?" Supreme Elder replied to him, "That he was still too young at that time. It's very normal that you have no impression of him." Then Heng Windsor thinking that he said and behaved in such a casual way. He must enjoy a very high position. The important disciples of this branch house. I know them all, but I never heard of him before. Ives asked the Supreme Elder, who's this honored guest? Then Heng Windsor tells him that my name is Heng Windsor. I came here from Haojing. Ives replied to him, oh, you are one of the House Windsor in Haojing. Welcome to the House Windsor in the Ning City. Heng Windsor saying to Ives that you said it wrong. I am one of the main House Windsor. Ives laugh ha ha ha, I said it wrong. Why must you emphasize the word of main so much? Did you mean, our house is nothing but an affiliated house? Heng Windsor saying to Ives, though it's not an afflicted house, it has been one of branch houses of the main house for all age. Then Heng Windsor thinking that I am afraid. He said such provoking words on purpose. He wants to make worse the relationship between this branch house and the main house. Every branch house has long wanted to be independent of the main house of Windsor, while the main house has wanted to control them. The main house and branch houses have maintained peaceful relationship. It's extremely insidious of him to speak of it like this. Supreme Elder saying to young master, that since you are here for the ancient heavenly tomb, do you have any arrangement? Heng Windsor replied to him, that I am here to ask several uncles for help. I plan to enter it. Could you please send several disciples to go with me? Supreme Elder say, Then Ives saying to young master, that I am very surprised at why the main house of Windsor always makes shameless demands like this. I feel more surprised that you always take this for granted. Then young master angry and asked Ives that what did you say? I have put up with you for a long time. What the hell did you mean? Ives replied to Heng Windsor that what I meant is very obvious. Do you still remember it? 10 years ago, you let 16 disciples from branch houses go severe in the army. 6 died, and 10 got injured, including Lily's parents. 6 years ago, you sent 326 disciples from branch houses to hunt the holy beast. 16 died, and 37 got injured. Some days ago, you called together disciples from each branch house to enter the ice snow mountains. Our branch house sent 6 disciples, who haven't returned yet. Then Heng Windsor replied to Ives, that this is also not what we want. Just a few accident happened. Ives saying to him, accidents? I really want to know how many disciples of the main house died in these so-called accident. Treasures gotten at the cost of life all fall into your hands. How clever you are. After that Heng Windsor asked to them, uncles, is this also what you all think? Supreme Elder saying to young master, please think twice. The ancient heavenly connection tomb is full of extreme danger. It's fine with me if our disciples get injured. But, if you got injured, I am afraid, I could not explain this to the main house. Then Heng Windsor saying to Supreme Elder, that how dare you, we have made the decision. All you need to do is obey the decision and send disciples to assist me. I will do all I can do, to protect their security. Then Ives saying to him, that after entering ancient heavenly connection tomb, you are even not strong enough to protect yourself. How dare you say you can protect others? Are disciples of the main house so fond of making empty talks? Why don't you say these empty words to those dead disciples of the branch houses? Heng Windsor was aggressive and caught the Ives on his collar and say, you bastard. Screw you, have you said enough? Then Ives saying to Heng Windsor, that I am disciple of this branch house, but no one here can order me around. If you want me to obey you, then beat me into submission. I am willing to fight with you any time. Then Supreme Elder saying to Ives, that I am sorry, sect master. Ives' identity is very special, though he's a disciple of our house. Nobody here dares to discipline him. How about you help us discipline him, if you like? Ives saying to Heng Windsor, let's go. Heng Windsor saying to Ives, that the fist is used to kill enemies. I don't want to use it against disciple surname Windsor. Uncles, please give a thought to what I suggested just now. Supreme Elder replied to young master, please give me more time to think. After that, Evan Windsor call Elizabeth. She replied to him, Father, what's up? Evan Windsor saying to her, let's put aside Ives' real identity first. I have to admit he really have guts, with an air of bandit enveloping him. And he is never willing to suffer a loss. I like him. Daughter, you must use every means to win his love. Then you will become the future wife of the king. Elizabeth replied to father, that not again, father. What do you take me for? Evan Windsor saying to her, hey, I think everything for your own good. How could you not understand my mind? After some time, Heng Windsor asked to Supreme Elder, that are you done with thinking? Supreme Elder say, Heng Windsor saying to him, anyway, I will head to the ancient heavenly connection tomb tomorrow. Then Ives came there and put hands on Supreme Elder's shoulder and say, Don't worry, Supreme Elder. I am here. I won't allow disciples of our house to die for nothing. Then Supreme Elder laugh, ha 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 ha. Then Ives saying to Heng Windsor, that just go alone if you like. Heng Windsor was angry and say, you. Ives say, but, I have a good idea. There are a group of people who will set off to the ancient heavenly connection tomb tomorrow. Go with them if you want to go there. Then Heng Windsor was upset and asked, uncles, you all think his arrangement is desirable? Supreme Elder say, then Elizabeth saying to Supreme Elder, that Ives has spoke for us like that. Why don't you cooperate with him? Supreme Elder replied to Elizabeth, that was then, and this is now. Ives has a very special identity now. I can't allow him to enter the ancient heavenly connection tomb. That is full of danger. If he met with some danger, we couldn't afford consequences. And Heng Windsor has higher cultivation base than your father does. If Ives entered the Kunwu Mountains with him, I am afraid he would be bowled by Heng. Then Elizabeth saying to him, Master, you think too. You still don't fully know him, yet. He is a man who never stands to lose. Supreme Elder asked to her, oh, why did you say so? Elizabeth replied to him, that he has numerous tricks in his sleeve, though his cultivation base is not high. I fell into his traps twice before. I think even a level 7 asterisk, person X martial master can't take any advantage of him. Supreme Elder replied to Elizabeth that I agree. He indeed has something, but he is too young and too arrogant. If he takes a risk too far to enter the ancient heavenly connection tomb, I am afraid he will have no way to get out. Elizabeth replied to him, that the ancient heavenly connection tomb only exists in legend and no one has ever found it. I think they could make out of there after walking a few rounds inside the Kunwu Mountains. Supreme Elder saying to her, you are right. Elizabeth saying to him, that how about I go with them? If Heng and Ives have a fight, I can stop them. Supreme Elder say, good. Then Supreme Elder asked to Heng Windsor, how about I send Ives and Elizabeth to accompany you into the ancient heavenly connection tomb? Heng Windsor replied to him, that not bad. I will try my best to protect Sister Elizabeth. But Ives his life and death has nothing to do with me. Elizabeth laughed hee hee hee. Ives replied to Heng, that don't worry. I will take a good care of myself. Meet at the Red Moon Inn, tomorrow morning. We won't want for you if you are late. Then Heng thinking that no disciple of a branch house dares to be so rude of me, ever. I will find a chance to give him a lesson. Then Ives saying to Heng that oh, I almost forget to tell you. Perhaps, you will meet some old acquaintance tomorrow. The Heng asked to Ives that old acquaintance. Who are they? Ives replied to him that you don't need to know it now. There are also other people who will enter the Kunwu Mountains except you. Heng saying to him, come, no matter who, no matter how many. Ives saying to him, that I just wait for you to say this. Then Heng saying to all of them, uncles, it's late already. I am leaving now. Evan Windsor was angry and say, humph, this brat is too impolite. Hardy Windsor saying to him, why didn't you scold him when he was here then? Interests of our house is top priority. After that Ives saying to them, elders, I am leaving now. Evan Windsor, laugh hee hee, bye bye. Then Elizabeth saying to Evan Windsor, that a single man and a single woman walk around together at dead of night. Shame on them. Evan Windsor replied to her, that daughter, you are too oversensitive, aren't you? Didn't you see Lily's younger brother Baron was with them? She was angrily say humph. And then going towards the outside of the hall. Then Ives saying to Lily, Baron, go back and have an early rest. Lily saying to Ives, that you will enter the Kunwu Mountains tomorrow. You must be very careful. Ives replied to her, that don't worry. With Sansa and Greg by my side, there is nothing to fear about it. Lily saying to him, that oh, with their protection, your safety can be sure ensured. Ives laugh and say don't worry. I got to go now. After going the Ives, Baron saying to sister, Ives has left, already. Sister, you didn't tell to him you love him, right? Lily replied to him, Baron, I. Then Baron saying to Lily, that I have long seen that you have something for Ives. But why don't you tell him? Lily replied to him, Ives enjoys a distinguished identity, and has an immense learning. And he had Sansa, his childhood sweetheart. I am not good enough to be with him. Baron saying to her, that how could you think in this why? In my eyes, you are not worse than Sansa. And he doesn't necessarily dislike you. Sister, you should not lose confidence in yourself. You should directly tell him you love him face to face. Lily replied to Baron, that it has been a blessing from God that we can reach where we are now. I have a presentiment that Ives will be a divine dragon that flies around over the 9 states. He may leave us at any time. Before this, all I want is to stay by his side. In the way Heng chasing Ives step by step. Ives feel sizzle and he turn back, suddenly Heng attack on him. And Ives fell down. Then Heng saying to Ives, haha, you deserve this. You now know how powerful I am. This palm attack is just a little punishment for you. If you dare to be so rude to me next time. Blood was coming out of the Ives' mouth. And Ives saying to him, that how cruel you are. Why did you kill me? Heng was surprised and say what? I never wanted to kill you. Kill you. Such a weak palm attack can't kill you, can't it? I just want to give. Then Ives cough and blood coming out from his mouth. Heng was upset and say, oh no. Ives gesture towards Heng and asked to him, why did you kill me? And he closed his eyes. Heng was worried and say oh, damn it. Elizabeth came there and say, Ives. Heng thinking oh no, Elizabeth is also here. She calls Ives. Ives.